Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again for joining me here. Quick look here at HBAR, double checking a couple of key factors here. We got this descending trend line we want to keep an eye on. Absolutely looking like we want to break through that, especially getting above the cloud here. Looking fairly positive, but we wanted to kind of recognize to big picture where we're at here, right? We got the 0.618 fib level that we have been consolidating at, this golden pocket. Hypothetically a very strong support level, so when we break this descending trend line, there's a solid chance we're going to see the price for HBAR take off here soon. So got my eyes on this guy here, seeing if we might consider another long position for this guy. We're going to draw out some new fibs here as well for the more recent time frame, kind of just get a perspective on where things are at and just generally understand best practice and big picture. So if you're new to the channel, hey, welcome aboard. Hope you can learn something today. If you want to become a better trader, CryptoCache.tech is a site, link down below. Do me a favor before we get started though, hit the like button, comment below if you could, just help grow the channel. Obviously follow if you haven't yet already, and welcome aboard either way. Thanks again so much for the awesome feedback too from my community. I've gotten some really awesome feedback lately too, because some of our traders actually, while they went into the red this weekend pretty heavy, they're back in the green for the most part now, so it's really awesome to see that. Again, we had this really nonsensical sell-off for altcoins yesterday. Most alts were down 5 to 10% for no reason at all. Like Bitcoin is literally going sideways. It was pathetic. Either way, at this point, looks like most alts are kind of like, pull their head out of their ass, so to speak, and this is one of those. So take a look here, and again, a lot of it was probably likely just massive liquidity sweeps. If we take a look here, lower level liquidity at about 10.2, swept hard, okay? So look at that. Isn't that funny? Price comes down all the way to this perfect little level and just turns itself right around as soon as all the liquidation occurs. So, hundreds of thousands of dollars, probably even millions of dollars lost right there. Price turns around as if it never happened. Bob's your uncle, okay? So this is very, very common. Either way you look at it, you got to get used to that. However, 11.5 upwards of about 11.8 is the concentration to the upside of shorts that are potentially going to get swept here. So keep that in mind. It's 11.5 to 11.8. As this range right here is where we see a lot of liquidation. All right, so daily time frame, work our way down. Where are we at? What's going on? We've always been fairly bullish on this coin here on the daily time frame. Let's see if that still holds, which we can see mostly. Let's go ahead and make this a little easier to see. So we zoom in, we can see here the 20-day SMA is kind of hanging out right there with the price action. So the truth is today it's important to close where we're at right now, but generally speaking, we're above all moving averages minus the 20 as a potential above or below. So what that basically just means is that we're mostly on the right side of tracks here. We're over 50 in the RSI, stochastic swinging up. We can see MACD converging here, or MACDFU, so to speak, still a convergence. Basically just letting us know we're in really good shape here still with this coin. If we zoom out a little bit, we look at the most recent point of control, we can see heavy amount of concentration at that, 11.3 cent mark. Okay, so that's above the price action. You got to recognize that could be a resistance for us. But you also got to recognize we're within this channel here pretty soundly, okay? So in that range, if we kind of look at that here, we can recognize that we're right within that point of control. So it's neither a support or a resistance at this point. It is just we're right in that little range, that sweet spot. Coincidentally, I redrew out these fib levels too. If you look, 0.618 fib, bounced perfectly. Okay, so again, we had our larger time fib levels, which are kind of averaging itself out in this golden pocket here. And then the current, more recent fib levels letting us know 0.618 is holding. So we have that champion level there, so to speak. And that's really a good thing. Okay, no other way around it. Absolutely positive. Showing and reaffirming that 10.5 to as low as 10.2, that lower liquidity sweep we just saw here recently, is an absolute point of control here for us, and we got good support in that range. Okay, especially now that level of liquidity has been swept. We're back up over 50 in the RSI, money flow above. The money flow index above the RSI, and stochastic swinging up, MACD convergence. I mean, there's literally no reason to consider a short position here, folks. And would I consider it long? I would say absolutely yes. I would just maybe consider being just a little more patient, ensuring we close maybe at 11 cents or higher sometime today. That'd be great. Again, what that does for us, that would put us above this descending trend line, and that'd put us in a much better, more confident position. If we look at the hourly though, we double check this here, we can see we are exuding some confidence. Lagging span is kind of intersecting with the price action, so truth is we do want to wait a little longer. We're above the cloud for about 3 or 4 hours. That's fantastic, but again, we're kind of getting held down by this guy here. So the truth is, while we have good momentum, we've got some conflicting information here too, letting us know that patience is paramount, and waiting just a little bit longer to come in at a higher price point, which seems odd, I know, would maybe be a little bit better of a call. Okay. Again, me personally, I don't mind getting in at a slightly higher price point with confirmation than getting in early without, right? It just makes a lot of sense. It's like, there's so many analogies I could throw out there. I'm really terrible at this, but it's like getting behind the wheel of a car that has inflated tires, right? You're going to probably be in better shape driving with the inflated tires, right? Versus getting into a car that has low inflation but is closer to its destination. I don't know. That's a terrible analogy. Read through the lines. I don't care. All I can say is I'm terrible at that, but I'm good at TA, and at this point here, we have all the more reason to just be a little more patient before we take a confirming factor trade. Okay. So me personally, I'm just going to wait, see what the day closes at here today. If we close at 11 cents or higher, I think it might be a solid consideration. We also want to confirm Bitcoin closes above its descending trend line too, though. Okay, that has a lot to do with this here. So waiting for confirmation for Bitcoin would give us more confidence here for HBAR. Just 1 and 1 is 2, folks. All right. Hope that made sense. Once again, quick favor, hit the like button down below. Comment below if you have an HBAR trade open. Where you at? Love to hear it. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Make sure you trade HBAR and awesome other coins as well on our best exchange for our community. BitUnix, $5,500 in benefit rewards. Link down below. No KYC or VPN. Awesome, folks. Check them out. They're really awesome. Thanks again so much for your time. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.